Scramble in front of the goal. Somehow Thompson able to hold it out. We are just over a minute into this game this morning. As I said, first of 8 we have for you today. This in the men's D. One of these teams likely to be eliminated. Actually, one of these teams will be eliminated. One will move on to the semifinals. So this is a de facto playoff game for these two teams. Scramble in front of Thompson. And the Edmonton team, the Knowlton Nashers, able to move it up the right side. Yanish cutting for the goal, and a good defensive play, poking it away from him. It's Dakota Nebezenko. And now Nebezenko will move it up the right side. After that defensive play, he'll clear it in and then drop back. From a sharp angle, a shot taken and a save made by Thompson. Ball stays in play. Hit the boards below the red line, so that's still in play. Back to Nebezenko, who's still out there now at the left point. Long shot in, right on goal, kicked away by Thompson. On it was Rothenberger. Another shot from Nebezenko. That one went wide. Ball comes here to the near boards, right underneath us. Arnaud went into the corner hard, but Saskatoon come up with the ball. They'll go over into the far corner. That's Scroban. Can't get it out. Kept in. Shot by Slater. That's blocked. Comes back to Slater. Gets it just in over the blue line, taken there by Lee. Lee for Edmonton. Gets to center, shoots it in. Well, they're going to say he did not get it over the red line. That was very close. That'll be a flooring call against Edmonton. Faceoff will be down to the left of Jordan Thompson. Edmonton has had a tough time getting started early in their last two games. They fell behind big in their last two contests before settling in, but losing them both. They won their opening game. They need to get off to a better start in this one. Can't afford to fall behind early. That's dumped in. Arnaud takes it back behind his own goal. Up the middle, good pass there, right onto the stick of Ricken. That's drifted in wide of the goal. Slater has it. Tried the breakout pass. That's picked off. DeRocher couldn't get it in deep for Edmonton. Now they'll try the other side. Shot in by McLennan. Saskatoon coming the other way. Tuchuk. Shot in by Rothenberger. That was stopped. Another long shot. Save made. Big rebound there. Just put wide. Good chances by Saskatoon. That one is high over the top of the goal. Able to hold it in was Scroban. Comes to the side of the goal. Advantage so far to Saskatoon. Rothenberger down in the corner battling, and the referee's arm has gone in the air down to the right. So he just comes into the picture. It's just a hand pass. No penalty. 14:28 left to go here in the first. Knowlton Nashers with 2 points. Saskatoon hungry for apples with 1 point. They sit as the bottom two teams. One of them will go out today because the two teams ahead of them both have 3. So only one of these two can catch the teams that are ahead of them. It's close. Held in, Slater. Shot by Struthers was kicked away. Thompson's been busy. This has been the way Edmonton has played. It's been a tough pattern they've fallen into. Getting outplayed early in games. That ball came out over the center red line. Saskatoon able to gain the zone. Slater over to McKay. Back to Slater. McKay picks up the loose ball. His shot went off a leg, blocked, comes back to the point. Slater's got it again. Edmonton can't get it out. Hard shot. Thompson's got that as Morgan Suter really stepped into that. But Thompson busy again early in a game. A tie, by the way, would favor Edmonton as they have a 1 point advantage over Saskatoon coming into this one. So Saskatoon needs to win it. There's no overtime in the preliminary rounds. Back to Suter, shot. Picking it up behind the goal is Arnaud. Gets it out, but just clears it down the floor. The thing was touched by a Saskatoon player along the way, so play will continue. Suter gets it to Holden. Holden in over the blue line. Sorry, Rothenberger. Holden is 13 with Edmonton. Kept in. Chance in front. Good defensive play by Arnaud to break that up. Gall comes back at the point. Rothenberger. Suter, another big save. 2 big saves by Thompson, and then he covers it up. Edmonton playing with fire a little bit right now as they're sitting back. Saskatoon is taking it to them, and only the heroics of Jordan Thompson in goal for Edmonton has kept this game scoreless. Edmonton get it out over the red line this time and shoot it in. That was Mike Holden. Holden's got it again. Holden back at the point. Held in by Harnish. Shot drifts wide. Holden has it again. Back to Arnaud. Shot deflected. Goes wide into the near corner. On it over there is McIntosh. Down the floor. And they're going to wave it off. Edmonton expected a flooring call. Nobody moved to the ball. You play to the whistle, folks. Saskatoon got there, but Edmonton able to recover and get it out. Edmonton expected flooring, just stopped playing, and Saskatoon got to the ball first, but couldn't do anything with it. Nagy to Haru. Ball's in front, and Edmonton with a chance to move it out. Yanish in over the blue line, trying to cut in. Nebezenko stayed with him. Nebezenko had the stick pulled out of his hands. Play continues. Haru centers it. Shot saved again by Thompson, this time with the right pad. Haru's on the rebound over along the boards. Cycles it back down into the corner. Hopped over the stick of Suter. But Saskatoon maintained possession along the half wall down into the corner. Out in front, it went off the leg of Brandon Haru, who was stationed in front of the goaltender. Coming back, Hurricane. Shot well wide. We've got a Saskatoon player down just inside the blue line. A little slow getting up. He does get back to his feet, looks at the referee. Palms in the air. That's the universal signal for why didn't you call a penalty on me? Or on the other guy for knocking me down. Now he wants to go over and talk to the official. Dawson Hagstead. Yeah, the palms in the air means why didn't you call a penalty on the other guy? Or it means why did you call one on me? Goes into the penalty box area. .10:05. Almost at the halfway point of this one. Still no score. It has been mostly Saskatoon controlling the play. They've had by far the better of the chances. Multiple good scoring chances. Thompson has been terrific for Edmonton early in this game. See if we could hold the fort long enough for Edmonton to find their legs. Turnover at center. Jordan Gall's in over the blue line. Shot by Rothenberger. Save is made. Tkachuk is on it. To the boards. Saskatoon again with possession deep in Edmonton territory. Back to Slater. To the side of the goal. Then a shot comes in. What a chance. Ball goes way up in the air. Touched by a high stick. No. They are going to call a slashing penalty against Saskatoon. This time it is a penalty. Jordan Gall. That will be 4 minutes for slashing. See if this penalty gets Edmonton going as they now go on the power play. 9:23 left to go. They have not had much in the way of any scoring opportunities so far in this one, and that's not a good start as Saskatoon win the faceoff and clear it down the floor. Frank Arnault back to get it. All the players line up across the blue line. Edmonton will try and just get it in over the blue line and then set up. They elect to shoot it in and then go into forecheck. In their first, Brendan Lee. He had it taken away by Carruthers. Carruthers couldn't get it out. The ball goes up. It will go out of play. And they're saying the faceoff will stay deep in Saskatoon's territory. To the left of goaltender Troy Willis. Faceoff win this time by Edmonton. They'll swing it here on the left point to Holden. To Arnault. Yanish fed it out in front, turning, getting a good shot away in the rebound as well. Two big saves by Willis. As he robbed Dustin Robinson and Brendan Lee. Hasn't been busy, but two big saves there to keep this a scoreless game. Ball rolls down to Willis. Another face-off win for Edmonton, but the ball gets past Arnault back at the point. Now the race is on. Arnault getting back there first. Holden again shoots it in. Willis knocked it down. Rebound is there. Holden jumps on it. Good play by Nebezenko. Held in by Arnault. Holden to Yanish. Yanish has got a bit of room. He likes to take it deep rather than shoot it. A lot of activity in front of goaltender Willis. Yanish still can't decide what to do with it. Comes back to Holden. Holden with a shot. That's blocked and cleared down the floor by Braden Heroux. He heads to the bench. 4 new penalty killers coming on for Saskatoon. And the whistle goes. And the officials will get together. The referee is called offside. Whoa! That was interesting. Right from the face-off, the ball went down the floor. Thompson, only at the last second, saw it. He wasn't expecting that to come right from the face-off down to him, and just at the last second reacted and kept it out. It's another rebound given up by Willis. Schrempf is out there now for Edmonton. Schrempf will get it back. Steinbring, his shot off the outside of the goal. Del Cid. And that's intercepted, sent down the floor. Thompson was ready for that one. Again, it's a 4-minute penalty on the slashing, so still on the power play for Edmonton. Steinbring couldn't get it down deep, and it was cleared out again. Again, they don't get it in. Good defending by Saskatoon. It's about a minute to go in the 4-minute penalty. Slater gets to it, can't get it out, kept in by Schrempf. Schrempf will shoot it. It went through, but it went wide. On the rebound to Corville. Back to Schrempf. Down to Del Cid. He'll give it back to Schrempf. Back to Del Cid. Time winding down. Maybe about 30 seconds to go in the man advantage. Steinbring. That's knocked down. Steinbring stays with it. Back to Schrempf. Steinbring won it to one time and had to play it off his foot. That allowed the defender to close on him in a hurry. McLennan back to Schrempf. That's blocked. Penalty is now over. Saskatoon with a great penalty kill. 2 chances early in that power play for Edmonton, but really not much after that. And Saskatoon coming right back up the floor. Shot on goal. Save made by Thompson. Jordan Gall with a good rush. Cornega. Steinbring. Holden with a chance. Save made by Willis. As Holden got in behind the Saskatoon defense. Back behind his goal with it, Harnish. It's played back in by Saskatoon. Under 4.5 to go. Rothenberger shot. That just missed. A shot by Tuchuk was stopped. And after killing that penalty, it's all Saskatoon again. Gall passes it over and a shot well wide. Edmonton finally come up with it. This is Yanish. Stopped at the blue line, and back comes Saskatoon. It's dumped in, but that's going to be a flooring call. Now a message from Napper. Face off in the Saskatoon end. No score in this one, 3:33 to go. Opening period. Winner moves on to the semifinals. Loser goes home. McKay with a shot, again stopped by Thompson. You've got to believe that something's got to give soon. All the chances. Arnaud behind the goal. The two number threes in there, Arnaud and Chris Lambers of Saskatoon. Referee has called a holding penalty. It will go against Saskatoon, so they are going to have to go back onto the penalty kill. It's Chris Lambers. They just killed off a 4-minute penalty. This one will be the 2-minute variety. Control it off the face-off. Get it in over the blue line. Then, well, I thought they were going to lose it, but it bounced to Holden. His shot went wide. This time, Saskatoon will get it out. Arnaud, long pass up the blue line. That may have been a little optimistic. Now 2-on-1 the other way. Short-handed. Shot over the top of the goal. Holden dumps it in. He'll try and get in on the forecheck. Back there first was McIntosh. 1-on-1. Suter with Arnaud. Suter goes to the backhand. Shot went in behind the goal. Shot by Arnaud, right on goal, stopped and then cleared. Under 2 minutes to go. And once again, Saskatoon reject it and send it down the floor. Arnaud. Again, they'll just shoot it in right onto Willis. He's given up some rebounds, but Edmonton haven't been able to take advantage of that. Arnaud back at the point. Holden with a shot. Blocker save made by Willis. May have gone off the paddle of the stick. The way he kept it out. Racing to it along the boards. McIntosh. McIntosh sends it the length of the floor. And the penalty is over. Pretty easy penalty kill for Saskatoon that time. To Corville trying to bust through, can't get there. Nebezenko gets it out at center. Edmonton with it. Del Cid. He got it over to Steinbring, and Steinbring's shot went wide. There's a good pass. Hagstead. Or Hagstead, rather. He lost it. Steinbring trying to play it in front. Cleared away by Saskatoon. Just 20 seconds left in the first period. Del Cid trying to get around the outside of Tkachuk. Can't do it. Time winding down. 8 seconds. Rothenberger working against McLennan. The ball comes out. It'll get out over center as the buzzer goes to end the first period. And a pretty good first period. Give the advantage to Saskatoon. They had the better of the scoring chances and killed off a couple of penalties. But the great equalizer was the goaltender for Edmonton, Jordan Thompson, who had a very strong opening period. All right, we'll take a 5-minute break, and we'll be back with period number 2 of this very important game in the men's D. You're watching Canadian Ball Hockey Association. Men's B, C, and D and the women's B national championships. We are in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and we'll be back in just under 5 minutes. No score after 20 minutes of play between Saskatoon, hungry for apples. Those who aren't familiar, apple is the hockey expression for an assist. They want a bunch of goals and a bunch of assists. Play as a team is what that's all about. Prefer to get an assist than a goal. Think we get it. And the Edmonton Knowlton Nashers. Those of you too young to remember, Knowlton Nash, former anchorman for the CBC National News, preceded Peter Mansbridge. We've talked about it before, maybe you haven't seen it, the jerseys, especially their darker ones for the Edmonton Knowlton Nashers. Pretty cool looking. These aren't bad either, just a different color scheme, the white ones. Got the Hockey Night in Canada logo on it, the CBC patch on the shoulders. Said it before, I'll say it again, my favorite jersey for the tournament. Right now, they are hanging on for dear life. There's no score, but they were outplayed by a fair margin in that first period. Rothenberger, shot deflects all the way over to the other side. And out of play into the Edmonton bench. These two teams sit at the bottom of the standings in D Division. The winner will get to play in the semifinals. The loser gets to go home. Lift it down the floor. That will go for flooring. It'll come back down into the Edmonton end. Hustling back into his own end to pick it up, Kirkland Carruthers. Suter will clear it in. Hagstead went into forecheck, couldn't get to the ball. Steinbring couldn't get to it. Shot back in. Now Edmonton with a chance to move it. Pass up ahead. Steinbring goes into the corner hard with McIntosh. Ball comes up along the boards, comes down the floor, no flooring. Back to pick it up, Arnaud. It's in over the blue line. They've gained the zone, but lose the ball. Pass a little bit too far for McKay. Arnaud back behind his goal. To Harnish. Harnish gave it away at the blue line. Shot, another save made by Thompson as Struthers picked that off at the blue line and got a good shot away. Blanchette over the blue line, but that will be offside against Edmonton. Face-off win for Saskatoon. Nebezenko. Pass up through the middle, hits Connor McKay. McKay getting around the outside, trying to get it to his forehand. The ball comes to the side of the goal, cleared away by Edmonton. DeRocher couldn't handle the pass. Kinsey played it back in front of his own goal. Nebezenko. Pass a little bit too far for Nagy. Arnaud turning and heading up the floor for Edmonton. Nebezenko back in his own end, being watched by McPhee. McPhee gets it in over the blue line and chips it in behind the goal, comes off the end boards, and Willis will hold on to it. Cool day here in Saskatoon. Check the temperature this morning just before leaving for the arena, and it was sitting at 0 at that point. It's warmed up a little bit, but it was cool early this morning. Glad I opted to bring a jacket with me this time. Didn't do that for Calgary, but that was, of course, a couple of months ago. It was much warmer. We were still into the heat of the summer back then. That was purely shorts and polo shirts for that tournament. Long pants and a jacket. It's even cool in the arena here today. Almost feels like I'm in a ice hockey arena. Good for the players, though. This is much more comfortable for them than what we had 2 years ago in Montreal when we were in a heat wave and it was 40 degrees plus with the Humidex every day and very warm in the arenas. So that's my weather report. Robinson turned, got in front, the shot over the top of the goal by Robinson. The referee says it hit above the red line in behind the goals, and that's out of play. So the faceoff comes outside the blue line. DeCorville chases it down into the corner. Better start for Edmonton here in the second period than what they had in the first. They spent most of the first period in their own end. Now the referee's called slashing. And that's going to be 4-minute penalty. Just as I say they're doing better, they're going to have to kill off a 4-minute power play by Saskatoon. Shane Steinbring gone to the penalty box for Edmonton. Face-off win by Saskatoon, but comes back to the point. Looked like Hurricane may have had a chance to move it. Then the shot comes in from McKay. It's deflected up and out of play. Haru to face off against Nagy. Let's try it again. Against Hurricane. Keep looking to the wrong team for number 10. Face-off was won by Saskatoon, but the ball hopped over the stick of Landon Gull. Gull tips it in. Nobody in there for Saskatoon. That will allow Edmonton to get it out, but it's knocked down at center by Gull. He went high in the air to hold it in. And the shot comes in. It hit a couple of people in front, and Hurricane clears it down the floor. Battle along the boards. Saskatoon come up with it. Hagstead. Down to McKay. Long shot, save made by Thompson. Rebound gobbled up by Blanchette and cleared down the floor. Both teams making some changes. Gall, his pass went off the boards, down the floor, and it'll be a flooring call against Saskatoon. That will help kill some time on this 4-minute penalty to Edmonton. And Edmonton win the face-off. Put in way wide of the goal by McLennan. Gall drops it. Rothenberger. Slater to Tkachuk. Suter with a shot, save made by Thompson. Saskatoon maintained possession, but just a terrible giveaway, and that will allow Blanchette to send it down the floor. Pass from one corner, trying to get it to the opposite point man. Too many bodies. Here's Tkachuk breaking for the goal. It's cleared. Kept in. Slater. Shot save made by Thompson. Get Slater and Suter back at the point. This is Suter. Back to Slater. Gall with a shot. Easy save for Thompson. Schrempf got it ahead, and it's cleared down further by Lee. Willis has to come out to play it. Good pass right up at the blue line. Gall drops it back. Holden with a or Rothenberger with a shot, and a save made by Thompson. We are still scoreless in this very important game. Kept in by Landon Gall, over to McKay, back to Gall. He's got some room, plays it into the middle, ball comes back to him, back to McKay. McKay's long shot, hit a couple of legs, went to the corner. Gall with a shot, that went wide. Came over the top of the goal, Haru got it out in front. Back to McKay. McKay doesn't shoot it. Gall tried to get it here. On the diagonal pass, picked off by Hurricane, kept in. McKay winds up. Pad save made by Thompson. And Arnaud able to turn and fire it down the floor. Haru cutting inside. Haru has it knocked off his stick. And the referee has called another slashing penalty against Edmonton. Another 4 minutes. Edmonton, all kinds of penalty trouble here in the second period. Timeout. I believe, I thought I heard somebody call for timeout. Apparently not. 5-on-3 now for Saskatoon. Suter, shot, save made by Thompson. The rebound is there, it goes into the corner. Rothenberger. Only a few seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Now it's 5-on-4. First penalty had expired. Face-off win for Saskatoon. Again, it's 5-on-4 now. Arnaud into the corner, taken there by Rothenberger of Saskatoon. Rothenberger back at the point. Slater shot wide of the goal. Here's Suter. Tkachuk shot. That just missed the far post. Rothenberger's got it along the far boards. Sets up on the half wall. Back to Slater. Shot, another save by Thompson. That one goes over the top of the goal. Arnaud chips it off the boards, gets it to Holden. Holden able to get it out. Yanish shorthanded. He's poke checked. And those players get their sticks up. Back comes Saskatoon. Rothenberger steps in over the blue line. Snapshot. That one off the stick of Mike Cornega of Edmonton and up and out of play. Saskatoon stole it behind the goal, got it out in front. It ricochets off the pad of Thompson back towards the blue line. Saskatoon maintained possession. This is Carruthers to McKay. Back to Carruthers. He'll shoot it. That missed the goal. McKay will hold it in here at the left point. Hagstead. McKay. Carruthers, another shot was blocked and it goes out of play. Almost 2 minutes gone in the 4-minute penalty to Edmonton. Faceoff will be deep in their end once again. McKay steps in, shot. Too many bodies in front. It goes into the corner. McKay is on it again. Tried to pass it back, that's intercepted. And here's Del Cid, shorthanded Del Cid. Save made by Willis. So he just really ran out of room, but a good shorthanded opportunity. Haru gains the blue line, then turns, brings it back towards center. Braden Haru directing traffic. Out it to Landongill, and the pass ends up here along the near boards. McKay now, down deep. Back at the point. Gall rather. Haru with a shot, that missed. Struthers, back to Gall. Struthers, fanned on it. And Michael Scroban able to get it out for Edmonton. That's broken up. They'll keep it onside. Well, didn't get it in over the blue line. Now they do. Weak shot cleared away by Thompson, up and out of play. Quite a battle between these two teams. Neither one of them want to go home, that's for sure. They'd love to stick around and play in the semifinals later today. Right in front, and that was intercepted. Great defensive play there by Paul Harnish of Edmonton. Ball's dumped into the corner. Pretty easy clear there for Edmonton. Nobody in on the forecheck. Holden goes down to get it for the Knowlton Nashers out of Edmonton. Loses it to a couple of Saskatoon players. Rothenberger in over the blue line, shot wide of the goal. Unable to get it out was Arnaud. Kept in by Saskatoon. They're still on the power play. Now the power play has expired. Shot in on goal. Another save by Thompson. We are back to 5-on-5. Rothenberger trying to work his way in off the boards. Has it taken away. Yanish dropped it back. Two big penalty kills by Edmonton. Couple of 4-minute slashing penalties. Dobozenko off the boards. Nebezenko, rather. Good battle on the boards. Yanish comes away with it for Edmonton. Yanish Drops it back. Shot right on goal. Willis has got it and holds on. Down to just 6:15 left to go. Remember, a tie favors Edmonton. They've got one more point right now than Saskatoon by virtue of winning their opening game. Dropped their next two. But they have 2 points, Saskatoon with just the one. Lost 2 games and have a tie. To Corville. Right on goal. That rebound is loose there. Backhand. Willis with a couple of stops. And then Willis with a chop to the legs of Steinbring. Under 6 to go. To be kept in by Edmonton. Thrown around behind the goal. Back to get it. Carruthers. He'll reverse it. Off the boards and out. That's going to go all the way down the floor. It'll be a flooring call. Let's hear from Napper. Shot from well out. Thompson in a little trouble with that one. Another shot on goal. Thompson kicked that one away. That one did not get through. That one did. Thompson with yet another save as he robs Dawson Hagstead. Thompson's going to grab himself a little rest. He's got to come out of his rest and cover up the balls that just rolled into him gently. Right from the face-off. And that one goes out of play. They're going to discuss who touched it last. Referee says last touch by Edmonton, so the face-off's going to stay right there. Ball comes to the boards, controlled by Saskatoon, then taken away. Saskatoon able to hold it in. Haru with a shot, pad save made by Thompson. Edmonton can't get it out. Kept in by McIntosh. Harnish battling in along the boards. Gets it behind the goal. To McLennan. Came out in front on a giveaway, and somehow it stayed out. This long shot taken by Thompson, and he will hold on. It looked like Edmonton had control of it behind their own net, and knocked off a stick, came right out in front, and a great chance for Saskatoon. Dumped in on the backhand by Hurricane. On it is Carruthers, or Scroban, that is number 4 for Edmonton. Ball goes all the way down the floor, back to get it. McLennan. Tkachuk hounding him. McLennan trying to hold him off with one hand and the other hand on the stick. They continue their battle. Blanchette lost it. Here's Tkachuk in front, shot. And that goes up and out of play. Austin Tkachuk just stayed with it. And eventually got away a good scoring opportunity. 4:04 left. Another save. Big rebound. Thompson yet again. Slater with a shot and again another save by Thompson. We don't have a shot clock here, but I can tell you the shots on goal are approximately a lot to not very many. Got it narrowed down to that. That one goes up and out of play. Again deflected by Edmonton. Slight delay as Vance McLennan of Edmonton went across the floor. He's gone to the Edmonton dressing room. Hopefully it's just an equipment issue. Didn't notice anything. Dangerously in front of his own goal and almost a giveaway. Now Edmonton do pounce on it. That shot well wide. Rothenberger will play it back behind his goal. And now Saskatoon will bring it out. Tried to feed it ahead for Tkachuk. That was taken away by Arnaud. He's forced back. Schrimpf. Chipped in by de Corville. Steinbring. He's knocked down. Play continues. Under 3 to go. Tkachuk. Back at the point. Long shot by Rothenberger hit the outside of the net and went up and out of play. .244 time remaining. Nebesenko's pass was missed, and that'll be a flooring call. Hagstead got it in over the blue line. Saskatoon set up. Long shot in, they score! Finally. Shot was taken by McIntosh. He heads to the bench, which indicates it was not deflected. And here it is. Saskatoon able to control it. They'll get it back to McIntosh at the point. He'll wind up, and it finds the back of the goal. And the celebration is on for the Saskatoon hungry for apples. One to nothing. Janisch plays it to the blue line. No further. Cleared in. And that goes out of play. 2:03 to go. I was thinking a minute ago, would Saskatoon, even though it's a tie game, they would have to pull their goaltender because they need a win, not a tie. Now we'll go the other way around. At what point does Edmonton look at getting Thompson out of the goal? Stopped at center by Rothenberger. Here to the near boards. Steinbring. His pass picked off. Saskatoon will just clear it in. Rothenberger heads to the bench after dumping it in, and now Edmonton will bring it out. Trying to get it to Del Cid. Del Cid and Slater go to the boards. Slater comes up with it. That ball goes out of play. Minute 25 to go. Thompson has gone to the bench for Edmonton. The faceoff will be just outside the Saskatoon blue line. Timeout called by the Edmonton Knowlton Nashers. And that will allow us to get in another quick break. That is the net down at the Saskatoon end. It looks like Edmonton are going to put Thompson back in the goal down to our left. There you see Troy Willis, goaltender for Saskatoon, heading back into his goal. Thompson's playing about halfway. If Edmonton win the faceoff, no doubt he will race to the bench. That ball comes right up to our right. Stephen, I thought you were going to catch that one. A little bit out of your reach, eh? That's the first one we've had come up here all week. Edmonton won it, but Steinbring didn't get it in deep, so Thompson had to stay in the goal. Now Edmonton has it. Thompson beginning to creep out. Offside. So Thompson still there, about 20 feet. 20 feet out of his crease. That one goes up into the ceiling. Now they win it. Thompson gone to the bench. Net is empty. 6-on-5. Along the board. Shrimp couldn't get to it. Hagstred. Will it be enough? It hits the post. .40 seconds left. Nebezenko played it off the boards. Kept his shot. Save made by Willis. The Edmonton player goes down. It's going to be a penalty called against Saskatoon. Interference. 28.9 seconds. That'll make it 6-on-4. John McIntosh, who scored the goal, has now gone to the penalty box. And now we've got a timeout called by Saskatoon. Big save that time by Troy Willis, as you see him all alone down in his goal as the teams have gone to their respective benches. Edmonton came very close. They were having a lot of trouble getting Thompson out of the net. Eventually they did, and got a good scoring chance. And now they've drawn a penalty against Saskatoon, so they'll have a two-man advantage, essentially. It'll be 6-on-4. The face-off deep in Saskatoon territory. Still lots of time. About a half a minute left on the clock, 28.9 if you're a stickler for accuracy. Yanish won the faceoff for Edmonton. Schrempf holding with a shot, scores! They take advantage of the power play. Here it is. We'll pick it up right from the faceoff. Yanish wins it. Schrempf hustles over. He'll give it to Holden. We've seen Holden with a big shot, and none bigger than that one, as he has tied the game. With just 22.3 seconds left. So now, as we said, a tie favors Edmonton. So now the Saskatoon net is empty. They have got 6 attackers out there. Can we get some more last-minute heroics? 14 seconds. Suter with a shot, kicked away by Thompson. That stays in play. Came right out in front, backhand. To Chook, wraparound. Excuse me, all choked up here. Thompson keeps it out. 1.2. Wow, what a game, what a finish. Right from the faceoff, that's all they had. Push it towards the goal. The game ends. A 1-1 tie. That means the Edmonton Knowlton Nashers will move on to the semifinals. These national championships are over for the home side, the Saskatoon. Hungry for apples. But what a game we had, and that is just the first of 8 we've got for you today. This is shaping up to be a tremendous day of ball hockey. Up next, a game in the men's C. It is a preliminary game. No, check that. It is a quarter-final in the men's C. Second place team in Division 1 playing the third place team in Division 2, so it'll be the Toronto Plugs against the Calgary Blazers. In the elimination game, quarter-final is in the men's C. 6 teams, they had 2 divisions of 3. Top team automatically advances to the semis. Second and third in each division cross over. So, men's C quarterfinal coming up next. So they get the player of the game. As we'll fix our camera. Wasn't locked off. Okay, here we go. All right. As I jump up from my broadcast spot and go fix the cameras, our camera guy had to make a quick break. He'll be back in for the next game. All right, we will take a break. We'll be back with men's C quarterfinal, Toronto Plugs, Calgary Blazers in a few minutes from now.